welcome back to my channel, Rockstars, and all you that are new here. Okay, a little update on Pokemon Go. Well, first, let's talk about Feebas event. What a fiasco. Okay, here's the nitty gritty. There were some videos on it, but a lot of people really didn't address some of the fundamental problems with Feebas. Okay, you had a impromptu quote-unquote community day, which wasn't really community day. It was like, oh, by the way, kind of next week we're gonna have Feebas. It was quick. It was quickly announced, so people who have schedules couldn't really plan around it as well as they would a normal community day. Okay, minor issue, not a big deal, but still an annoyance. Number two, shiny Feebas and then no shiny Feebas. Well, I personally wanted a shiny Feebas, but as soon as I started community, remember what I mentioned in my previous video, what I was hoping for, I was assuming that it's got to be easy, or it's got to be something that's quick. Boy, was I wrong. And Niantic, you should have listened to my video, because not only did you have research tasks that were frustrating, they were counterproductive to each other. Here's an example. Okay, you have one which was hatch an egg. To hatch an egg, you have to walk. Okay, you had to have other research tasks like make 10 great throws. Now, how is this counterproductive? Well, in order for you to catch, you have to stop, wait for a Pokemon, and throw, or do a raid. So you couldn't walk. So you had to stop, throw, stop, throw, stop, throw. So you had to walk a lot to just hatch eggs and just focus on the hatching the eggs part of it, or you had to ignore those, delete those, and just do the nice throws and great throws. And you could stack them, but 10 great throws and 15 great throws, when you have a time crunch, that's the worst possible thing, because you start making mistakes. Nick even mentioned in his video that, because of the pressure, you start making mistakes, you start throwing, overthrowing, and that's the worst possible thing. It's not fun anymore. You're so focused on making sure every single throw is a great and nice throw, you make mistakes, it takes longer, and it's just a large number for each task. And the other reason why that was a real pain was that, okay, once you spun a stop, that stop's good for the day. You can't go back and you can't sit a stop and just keep on taking the task. You had to keep on moving around. So you were forced to walk, but you were also forced to have to catch. So it was very stressful in two ways. Now, walking is great for hatching an egg, or the other task, which was get a candy from your buddy. So I bet you everything, if you were to crunch the numbers, I bet you everyone threw in Magikarps. I know I did. At first I thought, well, why don't I keep my Shinx? But no, that's 5K. Magikarp is an easy 1K. I know some people did different things. And other things that was also frustrating, which actually Nick mentioned, which I didn't think about, but it actually makes sense, is there was no reward, like no backup reward. We had normal community days like, well, if you didn't catch a shiny, you got a good move set. It was either you got a shiny or you don't. You get some extra Feebas and some extra candies, but if you didn't get a shiny, you feel like you missed out. So that was the other thing. And you would have to have a pretty good number of stops to be able to, in order to really utilize this well. And there's a lot of players that can't. They have maybe 5 at most in their spot, and they have to go to the next town. So once they're done with that 5, that's it. Now what Niantic should have done, and I would have picked these research tasks instead of the ones that were out there, which I noticed that some of the YouTubers didn't really give suggestions on what would have been a good replacement task. They mentioned what they thought would have been a good idea, but they didn't mention a replacement task. I would have replaced them easily with the ones that are like a normal community. When you spin a stop, you have catch 3 Squirtle, and then when you catch 3 Squirtle, you get like Ultra Balls, or Pineapps, or something like that. It could have been something like that. But instead of having like catch 3 Feebas, because they weren't out in the wild, just catch 3 Pokemon, catch 5 Pokemon, catch 10 Pokemon, and actually have all 3 of those. That way you can really stagger and play around with it. That way you're just catching things, and you have plenty of time to just go around, just catch whatever you can, because then you're not focused on the stops, you just focus on the tasks. And there you could get like a reward, like if you catch 3, same thing, you get a chance to catch a Feebas. And I think it would be a lot more quicker that way instead of having to do nice throws and great throws, because you can mess up. At least if you catch 3 Pokemon, the pressure is to catch them, but you don't have to have a nice throw or a great throw. You can just catch them, whichever way it works. But yeah, I really think Niantic dropped the ball, and that's my solution to that problem, is to throw something that was a little bit easier, less time consuming, and something that you can really pace yourself a lot more. And yes, I'm pretty sure Shiny Feebas is available now, but the chances of getting one, just like every other shiny, so you may luck out, you may not. On to other things. Next Community Day possibility for Mamoswine if you have a Sinnoh Stone. Now here are some interesting things, and some YouTubers didn't mention this. They mentioned it around it, but they didn't mention this. You don't get 5 Sinnoh Stones for trading. What you do is you get 5 items per trade instead of 3 items. And the percentage is still there, and the randomness is still there, but it's a slightly higher percentage. So you're not guaranteed 5 Sinnoh Stones for every trade.
Hey, Rockstars, thank you. I have to interject here because there's some confusion between Niantic's personnel reporting this and some verbiage that was going back and forth between Niantic and the Pokemon Go community. Let me just clarify this one small point. It's 5 rewards per day from trainer battles, and you can earn up to 5 Sinnoh Stones from PvP battles on Community Day proper. So to clarify a little bit further, increased wind-up spawns, 3-hour lures, 3 times Stardust catches, Mamoswine unlocked via Sinnoh Stone, and 5 rewards for PvP battles instead of 3 for the weekend. So the 3 PvP battles they can have against someone, you get 5 rewards versus 3. And on top of that, you can earn up to 5 Sinnoh Stones from PvP battles on Community Day proper. So during the Community Day time period, you'll get 5 Sinnoh Stones. So that's guaranteed. There was some miscommunication on the guaranteed part of it, but it's only during the Community Day hours. So I believe when you log in from PvP battles. So what that tells me is that you have to initiate a PvP battle to get the Sinnoh Stones. Now, I don't know, and it's not clear, if you get like 1 Sinnoh Stone per PvP battle, so you have to do 5 PvP battles to get 5 Sinnoh Stones, or if you get 5 Sinnoh Stones in the first PvP battle. It doesn't specify that. So I would just go and just do the first PvP battle, see if you get 5. If you get 5, great, then you're good, then you're solid. If you only get 1, then do 2 more PvP battles and see if you get 1 each. If you get more than 1 in the next one, like let's say you get 1, 2, and 1, well then, okay, then you do another PvP battle. But if you get 1 per battle, then you just do 5 PvP battles. I'm just giving you suggestions here because it still isn't clear if you have to do 5 PvP battles to get 1 Sinnoh Stone each, or they are staggered, like you can only do 3 or 4 or whatever. It doesn't really clarify that because it says you get 5 rewards per battle. So it could be 1 Sinnoh Stone, 2 Sinnoh Stones, 5 Sinnoh Stones, plus other rewards. Still not clear. So just go for the first battle, and once you see that first battle, then you could negotiate from there. If you get 5 Sinnoh Stones from that first battle, then just do the other 2 battles to get the 5 rewards. If you only get 1, then go for a second battle. If you get 1 again, go for a third battle. If you get 3, then you're good. If you get a 1 again on the third battle, do 2 more battles. But I think that you probably will get 5 Sinnoh Stones in the first battle, but that's just a guess. Anyways, back to the original video.
You're guaranteed 5 items, which increases the chance that you get it, but it doesn't guarantee anything. So it's still better than normal, but you're not. I'm hoping that people won't expect, hey, every time I trade, I'm going to get 5 Sinnoh Stones. It's not going to work that way. It's basically you're not even going to get 5 Sinnoh Stones. You're going to get 5 chances per trade instead of 3 chances per trade. Mamoswine with a special moveset with the ice type is going to be the best ice type. It's already the best ice type available right now for all the ice type Pokemon in the battles. Presumably the moveset's going to make it better. At least I hope so. It should be, because consistently the special move has always been slightly better than even the highest move. So you want to save your one Sinnoh, if you have one Sinnoh Stone, save it for this event. If you have multiples, then just reserve one. Anyways, there you go. There's my Feebas rant. And Mamoswine's coming out in February. And still Kyogre and Groudon are still shiny availables in raids, though I haven't caught one yet, and it's been mixed to match. Anyways, with this time delay between now and the Community Day in February, what can you do as a Pokemon Go player to challenge yourself more? Where there's still PvP out there, you don't need a Boulder Cup or anything Silph Road to do it. You can just combat. You can actually make your own tournaments and your own teams. You don't even need the Silph Road to do it. You can just get 16 players and just have that, just whittle down and maybe make it interesting. Maybe like the winner gets a trade, a special trade, or maybe a free coffee or something like that. I mean, you can make your own tournament. Okay, what can you do while you're in this lull period between Community Day and now? Well, you can try, if you're not level 4, you can try ramping up your experience. You could actually check out Niantic's page. Nick did a video recently on this, but I did one like a way back on the new updates, the new AR augmentation between adding inclusive sounds to the environment, probably using Oculus or Google glasses to have a panoramic field. But it's not just going to be Pokemon Go, but it's all the AR games, including the stone moving ones where you actually have two games and you can actually manipulate the same item with the phone. So I could be moving, sliding things around, and you would see that, and having collaborative. And I'm going to be emceeing a competition. Either them directly, I don't think so, because one of them doesn't want to be on YouTube or filmed. But I'm going to take their footage and I'm going to present over it, making it like an announcement, kind of like like for the final battle, this kind of thing. And I think with the technology of how it's growing, we'll be able to do that more formally, where you can actually have one person with their phone probably tether or Bluetooth to other phones, and then actually record both sessions, hopefully, or maybe do it through, there's ways of doing it outside of that, but it's a little more complicated. You just basically get two final results of teams, so you actually have like real, like stadium like Pokemon battles, and I think that'd be really cool. Anyways, that's it for Pokemon Go news. Hopefully you have a good time. And I'm going to make an episode, it's getting dark now, I was going to do it today, but I'll do it tomorrow, of Pokemon Go life hacks. What you can do to improve your gameplay. Because we all see these videos with everyone in nice sunny weather. We're like, well, yeah, that's fine for them, but I'm out here in the cold and the snow and sub-degree temperatures. How can I improve my gameplay when I have to deal with all this stuff? I'm going to be producing a top 5 life hacks for Pokemon Go players that will help you out, because I've used them myself. And catch you guys later.
Okay, before the video ends, there's a little addendum that I found out on Reddit recently. There have been several players that have not been able to log into the game for like over a month, and Niantic just clandestinely pushed or rolled out a new bug fix. So if you haven't been able to play the game for quite a while due to some unknown error, just wouldn't start up, try logging in again. Apparently they fixed something on their end that was now allowing a lot more players to log in and play. So if you've been out of the game for a while, try logging in. It may have been fixed for your device or for your system. Anyways, just wanted to throw that out there. Catch you later. Bye.